Hello and welcome to The Human Now, where we are discussing ideas around what it means to be in the state of time. My name is Akash, and today I'm joined by Minish, Krishma, and Perry. How's everyone doing?
Very good.
Good.
Good question.
Okay.
Excellent question.
So a good way. I thought just the way we start off today would be asking you guys a question, and I've been asked this as a form of like icebreaker, of just a way of getting to know people.
You already know us.
Huh?
You already know us.
The people who are listening.
Yeah,
don't
fair
know
enough,
you,
fair enough.
You know, so
The millions.
it's a very, very personal and private question.
Oh no.
But it couldn't come off as being something just really funny, and we'll see how it goes.
Just ask the question.
So
man.
the question is, do you fold or scrunch?
Scrunch.
Scrunch! Damn, son.
Why are you judging me on that? What does it mean?
Curry.
Fold.
Fold, yeah.
Fold.
Fold.
Okay, go. What does it tell you about me, Mr. Icebreaker?
Nothing, man. I just thought it was a good way to start off the podcast.
Very nice.
All right, so today we'll discuss a quote, and it's by Tom Bilyeu from the Impact Theory. And the quote is, always have a why to what you learn. Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma. I'll read it again. Always have a why to what you learn. Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma. What do you guys think?
We're going to put the quote on the screen?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
up here?
it'll be
Or
somewhere.
down here? I just want to look at it. I just want to look at it over it. Sorry.
Okay, Minish.
Read the first part again, sorry?
Always have a why to what you learn.
Always have a why to what you learn. So why is it important to have a why? So I think that
Keep going.
I think that the reason that it's important to understand why you're learning what you're learning is that if you understand the why, you're not just gonna learn for the sake of learning. You're not gonna read a textbook just for the sake of reading a textbook, or you're not gonna do something just for the sake of it. Or to fulfill one task, for example, you will have a deeper understanding of it, and you'll aim to learn in a deeper way if you know that there's a more broad reason for learning it.
How does that make sense?
So if you understand why you're learning something,
Yeah.
you're not going to just...
No, but even if you're learning just to pass a test or exam, would you not want to learn it at a deep level as well?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
If you knew that you only needed to do this chapter in the book, that's the only thing that's going to be tested, then you're not going to bother worrying about the fundamentals. Don't agree?
I'm just asking a question. No, I don't see why. I don't understand the reading it just to pass an exam,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's just take one chapter.
Yeah.
In the textbook, if I read this chapter, how is it different? How you're saying is different if I'm reading this chapter to pass an exam,
Yep.
or reading this chapter for the sake of reading this chapter, or because I'm interested.
Yep. So if you were
why? How is it different?
How is it different?
Yeah.
If you were interested, if you're genuinely interested in the topic and there was something that you didn't fundamentally understand, you may not necessarily need to know the fundamentals of it to pass an exam.
Okay.
I think what are you trying to say? Well, from what I understand, the why in this is your higher purpose or end goal, right? Otherwise, you're just passing going through the motions.
No, I think that if you have a deeper reason for doing it, then you'll.
But
you
is
instantly-
passing an exam not a deep enough reason? What do you mean by deep? Maybe that's what's throwing me off.
If you're doing it to pass an exam versus doing it to learn the topic.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to learn the topic to pass an exam.
No, but isn't that
I
still a why
disagree.
to learn? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Is
I
it not
disagree
a
that.
why?
What did you say?
Understanding having a deeper understanding of the topic
Yeah, you're saying you don't need a deeper understanding.
doesn't necessarily mean you will need to. Having a deeper understanding of the topic doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah.
that. Sorry, the other way around. Just learning the fundament.
Just
learning
to
the
pass an exam,
basics.
you don't need a deep understanding.
Yeah, to pass an exam, right?
I don't know. I haven't
So-
set the exam yet.
To if you wanted to get A pluses, then yep, you have to get. There's a deeper understanding that you got to get, but to pass an exam, you're not-
Okay, so
get a diploma.
then if someone wants to get an A plus,
Yep.
oh well, I guess in that sense it makes sense because it says just to get a diploma.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What don't you agree with?
I still feel in order to get an A, and like you said, if you want to do well in your exams, then you need a deep understanding. But you're saying that you don't. I just disagree with the understanding part of it.
So, do you believe that you can learn a topic at a very surface level versus learning a topic at a very, very deep level?
Yes.
So, there's
But you're saying that to pass an exam, you just
Yep.
need to learn it at a surface level.
in some instances, yes.
Yeah. But that's what I disagree
Aren't
with.
you guys saying the same thing?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
No, you're saying that
You're
just
saying-
if
you
you
saying-
just learn surface level stuff,
Yeah.
then you can't pass an exam.
I'm saying if you want to do well in an exam, then you're going to need to.
If you want to do well in an exam, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that
But-
what he just said?
Yeah, that is what he said. But I'm saying that I feel like you need to learn, even if it's for an exam, you need to learn at a deeper level. Because it's only when you have a deep understanding that you can sort of. But that's fine. I respect your opinion.
No, because I feel like there is
Why?
there's different levels of
But you don't know. You don't know what the
exam.
exam's gonna. You don't know what's gonna be in the exam. You don't know. We don't know. That's like a unknown.
No. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
So isn't it better to know everything about this one chapter?
yeah, but you don't necessarily will learn everything about that one chapter if you want to just pass an exam.
And now we're getting confused with knowing and learning.
Okay. So, do you?
Hey, how about you finish your thought, or maybe you were done. So
I'm done now.
Always have a why to what you learn. Is what we're discussing.
yeah, and I agree with that. I just didn't agree with what he's saying about not having to learn at a deep level to pass an exam.
Not having to learn at a deep
Yeah.
level. There's been
Instances.
countless instances where I've learnt just to pass an exam. I've learnt enough just to pass an exam.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
that. Just enough to pass an exam. And the next day I probably don't care, don't know, doesn't bother me if I don't learn that thing ever again in my whole entire life.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things which I believe I want to know more on, regardless of what the outcome of the exam or how,
Yeah.
I'm just like genuinely interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's an example that I could use in my life right now is building a house. There's certain things that you could just do without fully understanding why you do it. There's certain things that you would do to understand why you're putting this piece of timber the way that it is. Yep. And then that you can apply if you're genuinely interested and you genuinely want to know why. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Then you can apply that. That to me is a deeper understanding. It's not like, okay, the plan says put a piece of timber here, put it there, done. That's sort of do enough to pass the exam. Just build the house.
Yep. That makes sense.
Harry?
Just saying, I'm going to disagree. Yeah.
Always have a why to what you learn.
I was sort of playing devil's advocate there because, like, it doesn't matter. Always have a why to.
Always have a why to what you learn. Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma.
Yeah. So, I would say what you were saying was right. That in order for you to, what did you say?
Deeper understanding, which
deeper
is where you
understanding.
were happy with.
No.
No? Oh, what weren't you disagreeing with?
No.
Okay, deeper understanding. Something about deeper understanding.
Can we come back to me?
Yeah.
I gotta formulate my thoughts.
So, also...
Just because I don't ministers are about to attack me.
I'm
so.
not going to attack you.
No, just
I'm a
bring it.
good dude.
Plug yourself. Read the quote again, sorry.
Always have a why to what you learn.
Always have a why to... Yep, sorry.
Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma.
Yep, always have a why.
To what you learn. Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma.
Yep. So I'll also come back to why it's important to have a why. I feel like I haven't answered that question yet.
Sorry.
But anyway,
Yep.
okay.
Do you want to go now?
No.
Yeah, you
might as
go.
well.
You just finish it off.
Finish it off.
I don't want to hear from you again.
Why is it important to have a why? Yeah, okay, so the reason that it's so I think that there's two things. There's understanding your why will help you. Understanding why you're learning what you're learning will help you apply that knowledge in different areas and help you like I feel like it'll help you learn better, right? If you understand the why, and understanding the why also will naturally make you learn, like not only make you be better at applying it elsewhere, but it'll make you learn that particular thing a lot in a deeper way, because you're not just learning it for the sake of learning it.
Yeah.
You're learning it to understand, or you're learning it to do whatever, right? Because there's a bigger reason for it. So that's why it's important, and yeah, that's why I feel like it's important to understand or have a why when you are learning things.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you're learning for a diploma, then it's very ends based. You sort of just like doing it for that, and then you sort of come out of it. Like you said, you might learn something today, sit the exam, and then it's all gone tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So it's very like am I saying the right thing? Ends based? Yeah. So yeah, you're like always doing something here for something outside over there, right? But
Destination.
Yeah. Right? But if we're learning for what's the quote again?
Always have a why.
Always have a why. So if we know exactly why we're learning what we're learning, then we're going to be more motivated to learn it, right? Because me learning this now is going to mean whatever in the future. It's going to make you excited about learning it. It's going to stick better, I believe. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So having a why to what you're learning is gonna help you hold that knowledge a lot longer. It's gonna help you, like you said, apply it not only in directly where you have to apply it in an exam or whatever, but also in life in other areas as well. Whereas if you're like just doing something now and shooting for something later on, it's sort of like because you don't see it, because that thing's not tangible, then it doesn't really make sense. But I think if you're doing it if you have a why, and if your why is like just to gain this knowledge, just so you know this thing, then yeah, that's always gonna be more beneficial to you. I don't think I answered the question, but you go. You threw me off.
Can you reread it? Sorry.
For the
Always-
18th time.
Yeah. So, have a look.
Always have a why to what you learn. Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma.
For me, I feel like I relate to this quite a lot.
Yep.
Because my why is to change the whole education system.
Yep.
Because right now, I just think we just go in and they just make us memorize everything, and there's no understanding behind it. There's not like you're learning this because blah blah blah. It's you're learning this to pass the test, to get into uni, to get a job, to make money. Yeah. So my why is to change that, to actually help kids understand why they're there, and how they can apply that to their life, or like how it suits them. The second part of that is
Don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma.
if you know your why and why you're learning, I feel like you understand what you're learning and then you can apply it. So for me at uni right now, I'm at uni because I want to change the education system. So I'm going through my degree because of my why, and at the end of that I can apply that,
Right.
all that knowledge that I've learnt. So it makes me want to learn more so I can get to my end result, so I can apply all that and then apply my why.
Yep.
Yeah. Does that make sense, kind of?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's cool because if you know your why, then even going along the way, you can keep reinforcing that idea,
Yeah.
and that's always going to make you excel.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I think just touching on that first bit as well, so always have a why to what you learn. I think for me right now, it's also just helping me to understand what is important for me to learn. So being in university, just about time and energy, as like I do want to do well, but for some things, like I find it just irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't serve a purpose to my why. I don't know if that's the right or wrong thing, or right way or wrong way of looking at it, but for me right now, some things I'm just like, oh, this is a waste of time. Like writing a 5,000 word essay that isn't going to help anyone, isn't serving any purpose to my why. You know, so I think in that sense, understanding what my end goal is, like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, I'm still going to do it to the best but it's not serving anything. I don't know. Did I make any sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Are you going to say? So the second part of it is don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma. What do you guys think about that? I can say what I think. I think the part where it talks about don't just learn in a vacuum, so that is, for me, it's you and the relationship you have with the external world. So you're not just thinking about your environment and how that affects you, but how whatever you're learning might affect the world around you. I think that's what the vacuum part means. And then, or to get a diploma is just, I need to do this just to pass, or I just needed to do this to go to the next part of the process.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think I find the vacuum part hard to decipher.
Decipher.
Yeah, big word.
Thanks, son.
Word of the day.
But getting the diploma part, I think, is quite relevant because
Because it connects to you.
because like kids, like I know my friends just go to uni because they're like, oh, I need a degree to get a job, but it's like, wouldn't you want to just like?
But then, like,
No,
what
like-
if for some people, it's like better than doing nothing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, why would you just want to learn to get that degree? Why don't you like find your why, and then
But
like
I think it's
Is this why like a greater why as well? Like
yeah.
some-
For
I
me,
think-
it's
I
like
think
your
there's-
purpose.
there's
Yeah.
like different levels of the why,
Yeah,
and it depends on your situation.
Or it depends on your temperament and what
Yeah.
sort of mind frame you're in.
yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, the way I look at it is like your purpose.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
Are you guys really good with like dates and stuff? Like remembering dates?
Going out on
and-
dates.
No, well, we
I'm
know,
not.
we know your
She's
history.
listening.
We know your history.
Yeah.
So like remembering dates and all
I
that,
think so.
all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so if I was to ask you, what day did World War One end?
Oh,
Oh no, not like that. I
39.
thought you meant like
Huh?
birth dates.
1939.
World War One.
I would have won. 1914.
Yeah, but what date?
Don't know.
Okay. And if I was to ask you when your, I'm going to put you guys on the spot, when your mum's birthday is?
29th of December, 19...
And your dad's birthday?
March 24th.
And your mum or dad's birthday?
21st of May and 5th of May. 21st of May and
That's
5th
your birthday.
5th of
Your
November.
7th.
5th of November.
5th of November, right? So I feel like this sort of relates in the sense that, like, why do we need to know when World War One ended? Right? There's no need for that,
That's
right?
when World War One started, 1914, I think. Anyway,
Ended in 16, right?
18, I think.
This is
Anyway.
terrible.
Someone,
like-
someone
Carry
can tell
on, carry
us.
on.
Someone
Answer
can tell
will
us.
be
Right? So like,
we'll get,
like
we'll get
that.
our first hater or something.
I was gonna ask about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything myself, so that was
Just lie.
Yeah. Like, so there's no need for that, right? We
Mm.
may have like had to know the answer once upon a time to pass a test, right?
Yeah.
But like knowing our mum's birthday or mum or dad's birthday is important to us because we want to show that we love them and care for them, all that sort of stuff. So I feel like it relates in the sense that there's like this information that we know is going to have no use to us. We may have needed to learn it at one point in time, and then there's this information that we need to know, and we want to know that for our sake because we love this person and we want to be able to express our love and all that sort of stuff. So I feel like that was just a little example of that I could think of it then to
Yeah.
Of what?
of like knowing something for the sake of just knowing it,
Right.
for the sake of
Yeah.
answering a question,
Yeah.
or for the sake of like actually wanting to know it.
Okay, so always have a why to what you learn. Don't just learn it in a vacuum or to get a diploma. So, and just to summarize what we've discussed and what I think I understand from what you guys were saying, I think Minish was coming from the point where it was you can either learn just to learn and say pass the exam, and that there's also a learning which has a deeper meaning or understanding, which is in line with your why and that you can apply. Is that right?
Yeah.
And is that what you were?
Yeah, I think for me, I got knowing your why for what you're learning interchanged with learning for wisdom rather than learning
Yeah.
for passing an exam.
Right.
I think that's where my understanding got a bit.
Cool. And Curry talked about her journey,
Yeah, but like your why is like your purpose.
purpose,
Like to have a purpose for
and
your learning and then to apply. Oh, if you have your purpose, you understand it, and then once you understand it, you can apply it. Yeah.
cool. And so then the second part, don't just learn in a vacuum or to get a diploma. I think that's in line with that higher purpose and the worldly, just understanding the world in
Yeah,
context.
I think
around
we
you.
all had a universal
Yeah.
opinion on that.
Sweet. Thanks for coming along, you guys, for discussing this quote. Also, thanks to Ortex for helping us out with this acoustic board. I'd also like to thank you for whoever's tuning in on the podcast, whoever's on watching us on YouTube. We hope you have benefited. I know I've benefited from this discussion. If there's anything you think you'd like to hear, or if you've got any feedback about what we're doing, you'd like to get involved, please contact us through info@thehumannow.co.nz. Anything else, you guys? Sweet.
I'm just wondering when you're gonna get this email address right.
I was like saying it, and then I could just see you like you're gonna start laughing, and I was like, you threw me
This
off,
guy,
man.
it's this guy,
Both
man.
of you. It was you two.
No, I know,
Okay,
'cause he's
okay.
laughing.
We're gonna close up now. Again,
This
If
is a
there-
very touchy topic. This email, very touchy.
we're gonna get there. All right. If there's anything that you would like to do, if you have anything, I'm doing it now.
Yeah, go,
Alright.
go.
Okay.
I was gonna bring a piece of paper with the email address on it the next time, and I'll just hold it up for you.
If you have any feedback, any ideas on what we can talk about, any criticism, anything like that you have for us, the email address is info@thehumannow.co.nz. Until next time, be human.
Be now.
Thank you.
You didn't do it.